Hey guys, it's Rogue Legacy time. So today's goal is to pretty much just get as much money as possible and buy some upgrades, because there is no way that we will be able to survive the dungeon as we are right now. I only have 27 gold, so I really can't buy anything. I think I've already equipped this hero. Who are we? Lady Shanoa 2. Okay, cool. So we have 4 vampirism, 79 HP. That is puny. So we need to get our health pool up. That's going to be one of our first priorities. I don't think there's much we can do equipment-wise. How's our carrying capacity? Almost full. I'm not wearing a helmet. There's no helmet that weighs little enough for me to put it on. Unless I'd lose a piece of armor. Okay, so -7. Should have done this earlier, probably. I could do that. You know, I think that's worthwhile, actually. So we'll go down to the Squire chest and put on the Knight Helm. Yeah, the health boost from that, I think, is worthwhile. Hopefully. Anyway, let's go... Oh, are my runes okay? I think they are. Yep, they're fine. I don't have enough unlocked to actually have any choice. Okay, here we go. So, one of the best ways to get money is to go straight for the dungeon and spend as much time in there as I can survive, but come back to the castle, break some scenery to get health back when I need to. Okay, let's see. So I just want to go straight down, find the dungeon entrance, get in there. As soon as I take any kind of a hit, I will turn back and come up here for a to get some health back. The dungeon boss is actually not too hard when you know the pattern. Oh, cool! I have OCD, so I should use my spell, because breaking scenery restores MP each time you do it. Let's do that again. Oh, Doom is coming for us. A chest room, okay? So I've been very busy with working on my game. I mentioned this a few times over the last couple of weeks now. Kind of just been dealing with really fiddly technical stuff that's not directly game related, but needs to be done before I can really start working on the game itself. That's done now, so I'm at the point where I am writing game code, and it's really cool. I just sort of had a big brainstorming session earlier today where I laid out a bunch of design details of what I want to do. So basically, I have the original game that I showed in my channel update video, very briefly, just a couple of little clips of it. So first step for me is going to be to basically rewrite that game with all new code and get it working with a modern framework. You know, that doesn't accomplish a whole lot other than, well, actually the game can't even run on computers as they are. It's so old it relies on some stuff that's just not even supported anymore. Because it's a Mac game, and well, yeah, another thing it would do is let it run on other platforms, so that's worthwhile anyway. But Apple is not as good as other OS manufacturers in backward compatibility. So if you write something idiomatic on an Apple platform, it's more likely to break sooner than on Windows or Linux. Oh, hey, same room down here. Okay, so I can't reach those unless I chakram them. Let's do it. Okay, that's one. That's not worth it. Let's just go by. So yeah, it's a PowerPC game, so it doesn't actually run on Intel processors without emulation, and Apple's emulation layer is no longer supported, so that's that. And I'm going to take out this ninja guy first. Ooh, that was dangerous. I thought he was going to hit me there. Okay. So yes, at the very least, I need to get the game running on a computing platform that's still in use. So that's the first. Oh goodness, there's so much in this room. I haven't taken a hit yet, though. I want that money before I retreat. Okay, I took a hit. I'm running. Man, I really would love to take those guys out. I want to I'm going to work on that a little bit. Because I want this place to be safe. So I'm going to be coming back through here a few times at least. Yikes. Oh, no. I'm running. Okay, I'm nearly dead. We need to get some health back. Okay, I need to remember I have mist form, because that could save me. Uses MP, but it lets me hide from enemies. Okay. I always forget about that. I play the assassin and just never even press the mist form button. I don't know why. It's actually pretty useful if I remember it. I wonder if it protects me from spikes. My health is a bit higher. I would test that. Oh man, I don't like this thing constantly shooting at me, but I don't want to go over there with the frosting up there either. No! Okay, well, that's the end of that run. Okay, let's try another. What do we have? Shinobi, Barbarian Queen, Ooh, Lich Queen! Ooh! Oh, and she gets Crowstorm. Ooh, this is a good hero. We're going with this one. And we haven't played a Lich before, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Death Defy, can't afford it. Potion Up, can't afford it. Yeah, this isn't so great. Does get us toward a new class that I'm not actually sure I want to unlock. I don't really like the way it works. I'd kind of rather have a chance to use other classes that are more desirable. Okay, right, health up. That's what we need the most. Let's check. Let's need equip up. Okay. Maybe I'll spend equal parts money on health and equip up. So I start with a health pool of only 45. Yeah, let's go for health up mostly. I'll get one rank of equip up, put the rest in health. Good, that works out. So since I got a rank of equip up, I should be able to upgrade to the night chest. Oh yes, perfect. Okay. Every time I kill something, it's going to increase my maximum health pool. And I can press the special button. I'm not going to do it now, because I always do this. Oh, here. Crowstorm. I can't really demonstrate it out here, but it'll create basically a homing missile for every enemy on screen. Very powerful spell. Also very pricey one. Costs 37 MP each. But the Lich can actually end up with a very high mana pool. So I'll show you once I mean, you probably already know how it works if you read the description or if you've played this game. But, okay, yeah, 4 HP, 4 max HP. That's what I get for killing stuff. And my special move will convert some amount of max HP, I think it's half of it, into max mana. So if I spend enough time in here, kill enough things, you know, they'll both cap out at some point, but if I take long enough, I can get them both to a very high number. So this is actually good for what we're doing right now. We're sort of doing playing the long game, trying to get some money here, because we need upgrades. I've been neglecting my base stats for so long, I just probably can't go on any longer. I mean, you saw how destroyed we got in that dungeon. We just can't survive down there. I can survive one hit from some things, but after that, nothing. Anyway, where did I leave off talking about game stuff? Right, platform support. So done with the fiddly technical stuff and platform support. Working on the game now. Let me share a little bit of the... Oh, okay, I have hypergonadism, so I knock things back ridiculously. That might actually be annoying, but it's okay. Could be an advantage sometimes. Yeah, let me share a little bit of the crazy technical stuff I've been doing with you guys. So I'm going to sort of speak in programmer language now. Some of you will know what I'm talking about, some of you won't. I'm not going to bother to define everything as I go along. But, so, my audio files are OGG Vorbis. That's what I use for game sounds and music and things. So I need to compile against libvorbis to load them, and libogg, the two of them work together, because OGG is the container format, Vorbis is the audio codec. So those two libraries are what I use to actually decompress the sounds for use in the game. So I have these... Okay, yeah, see, my health pool is up to 116 now. That's just going to go up and up the more I do this. And I'm not sure I want to go to the dungeon. Let's go to the Maya. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good place for us, since I was already going sort of upward. Right, so compiling third-party libraries like libog and libvorbis is kind of a pain, because on each platform it's a little bit different. You know, you kind of have to fiddle with it a little bit to make sure they actually build and work the way you want them to. Especially if you're doing 32-bit and 64-bit builds, because they are, they're different. And usually, some projects are set up to just do it, but usually I have to mess with them a little bit to say, okay, build one 32-bit, one 64-bit, then stitch them together like this, and stuff like that. So, I have sort of these build instructions saved away for, by build instructions, I mean scripts that reconfigure things to build the correct way for me, saved away for each third-party library that I use. So I was updating the ones for libog and libvorbis for 64-bit Linux, both 32 and 64-bit. Here, let me do my special thing here. So I see we have 148 health, 72 mana, now 74 health, 146 mana. Maybe that wasn't the best time to do it, but oh well, it's done now. Yeah, I can survive this. That only did 29 damage to me. I'll be fine. Oh, hey, let's use Crowstorm. This is a good room for it. So that's one crow per enemy. They'll just sort of go find them. And that's brought some Doom Trits to me, which is not so good. Oh goodness, I'm running. Ooh, almost died right there. Okay, so we have Doom Trits loose in that room now. That wasn't as good an idea as I thought. Okay, let's get our health back up a little bit more before we get back in there. Right, so I was rebuilding these two audio libraries, and previously I had a good 32-bit build of them that worked just fine on Linux. There was no problem with it. I have to be a dwarf to get in there. There's the hole. Okay. Right, so I updated the thing to build 64-bit, and tried them out. I can do this. Let's do it. Woo! 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 That was close. I didn't do that very well, but I did it. Okay, let's see. Now, and yep. There we go. No problem. Right, so updated the thing to build 64-bit, and also build 32-bit at the same time. Tested it out in my code, and it crashed on the 32-bit one. 64-bit one worked just fine. So I was like, that's weird, that's the new one. The 32-bit one worked before. So I traced through it a little bit more, and, oh, no, don't want to be down there. Oh, no! 4 health. That's not enough. I need to concentrate here. Ooh, Halvis and Bareth. Okay, we'll take them when we get our health back up a little more. This will help. Yeah, so I traced through the code a little bit to try to figure out what's causing it to crash. And, you know, this is all C, so I eventually determined that I'm getting some memory corruption when somewhere in between libog and libvorbis. They're separate libraries, they just, one depends on the other. So that's no good. Memory corruption. Ooh. Careful. Is often a very hard thing to track down. But it didn't look like the code was doing anything dangerous. There were no array operations that should have overflowed. I didn't know what was going on for a while. But yeah, much debugging later, I figure out that the two libraries think that certain structures are different sizes, only in the 32-bit builds. So eventually, I work out that the 32-bit and 64... I see you, that's a secret. Sparkly thing. 32-bit and 64-bit header files are actually different, because they are the long integer on 32-bit Linux is 32 bits, and on 64-bit it is 64 bits wide. And the type def for the 64-bit integer was defined differently depending on which architecture you're building for. So I was using 64-bit headers for the 32-bit build, and it was kind of crazy that actually made the difference. I've never had quite such a problem like that before, because since it thought there were different sizes, it was writing memory outside the structure that was actually larger than it thought. Or smaller than it thought, depending on how you look at it. Anyway, I'll go back to speaking English now. Most of you probably won't have any idea what I just said. No disrespect meant, just a bunch of jargon I just spewed there. But I figured I'd give you a little bit of a peek into my world for those of you who are curious, and those of you who do know something about what I'm talking about. Anyway, so writing game code now, and I will be able to tell you a lot more about what is going on with the game very soon. It's going to be fun. Alright, so I'm nearly back up to full health now, so where did that money I just picked up come from? That was weird. It just popped into my inventory. Maybe I broke one of those vine things that was up in the ceiling. Didn't even see it. Health full. Let's go. Back to the Maya. Or maybe the dungeon. Do I have enough health for that? No, not really. Let's go to Maya. Where am I? Okay. For some reason I feel like going up here first. I'm going to see what's in this room. Oop. Where are you, Blazelock? That's one thing about Crowstorm. I never feel like using it for a single enemy. Oh, hey, it's a carnival. Let's see if we can do it this time. I think it always gives you the same. There are different challenges here. I know there's at least 2. I think it always gives you the same one until you actually complete it. So we still get the daggers one here. Now. Good. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this time. I doubt it. I think I've only actually successfully done this once out of like 15 tries or something. How about now? Good. So far looking good. About now. Sweet. Just barely got it. And you actually get more than 10 daggers to try. So you only get the... Oops, missed one. You only get the prize if you do it in 10 daggers or less. But you can still hit all the targets and get the money without getting the prize. If you do it right. Now. No, too late. And now. No, too late again. Alright, it failed. Oh, I failed. Oh, man! What is going on here? Okay, well, I can get all but 1, maybe. Yeah, okay. All but 1, or 2, something like that. Anyway, we got some bonus money for that, so that's fine. Don't really have another topic to talk about, so I guess we'll just talk about the game. Or just be quiet. Let's head to the dungeon. Give it a try. I think I've changed my mind like 10 times on that. Like, are we going to the dungeon? Are we going to Maya? I don't know. Oh, that was dumb. Oh well. Plenty of stuff on the way to get our health back up, though. Wait, 126. Am I capped already? I'm low enough level that 126 is the max? Really? Aha, I can get you, but you can't reach me. Yeah, okay. We gotta hit the button again. Alright. Because once your health is maxed, you want to pick a strategic moment to convert it to MP. And then just do that, because otherwise you'll just be wasting the potential you get from kills. Until they're both capped. I think MP might be capped by now. Maybe not, though. I might be able to do that one more time. Although now that I've done that, I'm not sure I'm really ready to go to the dungeon. So maybe I'll stick around the castle just a little bit longer. And oh, hello! You're what do they call you again? I forgot. Grib. Stop going up this... Oh, no, that's because of my hypergonadism. Hypergonadism. Yeah. I guess I do have a little more game stuff to talk about. So, I talk about multi-platform support a lot. I guess I'll give some backstory on... Oh, hey, neat. I need spikes. Some backstory on that. As I've mentioned, the original game was just for the Mac, and I was an Apple person growing up, but that kind of changed about 5 or 6 years ago when I went to GDC for the first time, and got some perspective on just how valuable multi-platform support is. Oh, my goodness. And from then on, pretty much just wanted everything that I wrote. Wait, my health is up to 149. How did that happen? I'm confused, because it was capped at 146 before, wasn't it? Did I somehow get some extra health? Now I'm really confused. Let's see if it goes up anymore when I kill another thing. Was it 149? Did I just read it wrong? This thing is occasionally a monster. But yeah, let's read this. This is the first game they ever wrote. See, it's really funny. They censor it here. The actual title of the game was not censored, and they talk about it here. So this is Don't Shit Your Pants. So it's a fun game, kind of pretty humorous. It was the first game we ever made, and back then we used to be called... Okay, that's hard to read with dyslexia. I'm not actually sure what that says. Decade? Decade Studios. Okay, that's probably what that says. In it, you must stop a man from pooping himself using only text input. It was originally designed on a bus, and we decided to make it on the weekend. It did pretty well. The game has a swear word. The game has a swear word in it, and we were thinking about changing the title to be more friendly. But then our balls grew back, and we stuck to our guns. A big part of the game revolved around making a text adventure that allowed people to input whatever they wanted. To solve this, we had to preempt what we thought people would type. We did this in two ways. First, we reduced the amount of options a player had. This seems harder than usual. I'm having trouble reading this. A man and a door. And secondly, we built an achievement system which was used to give the player direction. The game revolved around the achievement system so heavily that it was placed into the game over screen... something. That was a small but very vital change. Okay. But see, they say that their balls grew back and then they stuck to their guns, but they don't do it here. They still censor it. It's kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, that painting's sometimes a boss. Like a giant Doombus. It's pretty nasty. Okay, so 149. We are capped again, but I don't understand why I got more than I did last time. Maybe it always goes in increments of 4, and I happen to get a different... I don't know what you call it. But anyway. Like, if 146 is the max, I got it to 145, then it gave me 4 anyway. So it can go over the max, just not twice. You know what I mean. Dungeon entrance must be there. So I don't want to convert health to mana again. I'll probably do that... Wait, no. I'm going totally the wrong way here. I'll do that again when I have to retreat from the dungeon. Because my health will already be low, and it only converts maximum health to mana, not current. So if my health is low and I press the button, it won't kill me or anything. Oh! Surprised that zombie went back into the ground there. That was very convenient for me. That was a bad time to do that. I didn't finish talking about platforms. Right, so the first time I went to GDC... Oh, well, take damage right off the bat. This is no good. I don't want to be here. Run! I am not going in there. Nope. Okay, let's do it again. And we're at the max. Okay. So 149 health, 219 mana is the most we get. If we clear everything else, I'll try the dungeon again, but I don't... Well, castle's clear. Alright, let's head for the Maya. Yeah, first GDC changed my perspective on some stuff, so I try to support as many platforms as I possibly can with my game. Just because, you know, I want as many people as possible to be able to play it. So it's in my interest to support all sorts of stuff. I'm just going to do this a whole bunch. Burn lots of mana. That is fine. Good. So yeah, a new game platform has come along recently that I'm rather interested in getting my game onto. That would be the Ouya, which, if you're not familiar, is a $99 game console, which just recently came out. It's kind of a big thing on Kickstarter. A lot of people are kind of making fun of it and don't really see the potential, but I like it a lot. It's very... I think of my games as, you know, as if they're console games, sort of. Because to me, that's the experience of playing a console game. Oh man, I'm taking some damage here. This thing needs to die. Anyway, it's sort of a different experience than a typical desktop gaming experience. Like this game would feel right at home on a console. But, you know, point-and-click adventure and certain other types of games just wouldn't. The games I make, I try to make them so they would feel at home on a console. So, even better would be... I'm about to die. I have 1 health. I'm running. Yikes. So even better would be if they actually run on a console. And this, the Ouya, is specifically made for... it's Android-based. It's made to be open for any game developer to put whatever they want to onto it. So I would very much like to take advantage of that and get Water Tower into the store on the thing once it's actually done. So that's a new platform that I'm going to want to be supporting. I haven't actually written the support for it yet, so that's another bit of fiddly technical stuff I'm going to have to do, but it shouldn't be too bad. I have had my code running on Android before, so I know it can be done. Just have to kind of sit down and do it. This is so dangerous. I'm going to die here. Let's use Crow Storm. Okay. That probably just saved my life right there. Let's do it again. Give me health. Give me health. Stay there. No, don't jump up at me. Stay. Go to left. Good. So yeah, another platform I'd like to support. I was doing some stuff on mobile platforms a little while ago, but I kind of grew disillusioned from it after a while because of the control schemes, there are no... I need buttons. I need buttons and a D-pad, then I'm happy. Because a touch screen is too imprecise, and you have to cover too much of the screen to actually use one. Hey, you know what's in here? A fountain I never used. Awesome! That helps tremendously. So yeah, I don't like touchscreen input. You know, accelerometer is imprecise and high latency and not so good. And that's about all you get on something like an iPhone. So that's no good. You know, the kinds of games that I like to make really require precision input devices, and you just don't get those on an iPhone or, you know, an iPhone-like device. So that's no good. So I kind of just gave up on developing for those platforms because, as much as I'd like to, what is that coin doing all the way down there? How did that get there? That's weird. Much as I'd like to have something on those platforms, I just my games just aren't a fit for it, basically. So I'm not gonna shoehorn them in and make it a subpar experience just to have it on the platform. So that's an exception to the be on as many platforms as possible rule. So the main game on the Ouya that people are playing these days, and it's kind of what they call it, the flagship title of it, is Towerfall. So it's a 4-player, what do you even call it? It's kind of like Super Smash Brothers, but faster. It has archery and one-hit kills, and it is a crazy amount of fun. I got some friends together to play it once so far, and I've been trying ever since to get them together again, because it is really awesome. Should be playing it tomorrow. It's going to be great. It'll be coming to PC eventually, but for the moment it's an Ouya exclusive. But if you are interested in it, it is well worth the system purchase all on its own. Haven't found any other really amazing games for the console just yet. There is a version of Final Fantasy III for it. It's like a port of the DS remake, so that's pretty good. It's nice to play that in 1080p. But that alone isn't really worth the console purchase. But Towerfall definitely is. And guess who makes Towerfall? It is Matt Thorson, same guy who made An Untitled Story. So it's a new game of his, so you can see all the stuff that he learned since the time he made An Untitled Story, which was long ago. And he's learned a lot since then. Not that there's anything wrong with An Untitled Story. That's pretty much my favorite game, but it was a little rough around the edges, which I say adds to how endearing it. Oh, ouch! Adds to the charm of the game. But Towerfall is, polished, more professional, more. I don't know what you say about it. Anyway, both great games. I am hurting here. I can't get you through the floor, can I? No. Do your thing again. There we go. How am I doing for gold? 6,200? It's okay, I guess. Wish I were doing better for health. Jeez. Oh well, what can I do? Castle's clear, so once we clear out the forest here, you're just going to have to move on to Maya, and probably die in short order there, because I just don't have the survivability I need to be in there. But we'll invest all this money in upgrades. Oh! Guess we'll do that right now, because we are dead. 32 minutes. Okay, we can do another run here, I think. Okay, I killed that many things. Cool. Ooh, miner. Since we're going for money, miner is probably the way to do it. Yeah, I don't really love either of these other two, so yeah, let's go with miner. Oh, but with this amount of money, I really want randomized children. It doesn't directly help us with what we're trying to do, but I have to do it, because that's an extremely valuable thing to have. So we still have 1,300 gold to invest in other stuff. How about some equipment for this squishy miner? So I got a new rune or two. Ooh, yes, I would like that. Let's do it right now. Shame I have to lose my bounty rune, but I'm a miner, so that offsets it. Okay, so that will give me extra health, more vampirism without a health penalty. So that's very nice to have. Okay, my weight is all allocated. That would be nice. I need a lot more weight capacity, though. 50. Let's see how much I can get. Probably none. Nope, none. None of that either. None of that either. Guess we'll go with crit. We could go with crit chance up or mana up. Let's go with crit chance up. And then we get crit damage up. Feels like upgrading the chance is the more profitable of the two. I don't know how it works out with the assassin, but anyway, that's plus 5%. This is plus infinity percent. It's at level 0 because you don't have any otherwise, but if you're an assassin, you get some. Anyway, let's go in, make one more run at this, get some money. I find the miner usually kind of backfires for me just because their stats are so low. I can't survive as well, so I end up with a lot. Whoa! It's a guard box 2000. Got him nice and quick though. So that guy fires powerful homing missiles at you. Yeah, just because the miner's stats are so low, I usually don't survive for as long, so I just don't get enough money for it to be worthwhile to choose him. But, have we played one before? I think we did once, very briefly. But I think maybe with the base stats that I have now. I mean, I'll be fine in the castle. Let's go to the Maya and see what we can do there. I'm not going to even try to go to the dungeon with this character. But ideally, what I'd like to do is get enough money to upgrade my heroes to the point that they would be able to take on the dungeon next episode and go for the boss in there. Because I don't really want to put up 2 episodes in a row. That's just me sort of farming money in here. Which is still interesting in itself, the way this game works, but, yeah. Can't reach both of those with the axe. I can get one, but I need a different spell to get the other. Could do it with Chakram, Crowstorm, Scythe. Yeah, this is kind of built for Scythe. I think if I shoot from right here, I'd get both of them. Anyway, if we find another spell, we can get that chest. Start working on these. Let's see, so it'll take 3 hits each. That was poorly aimed. Nope, 4 hits each. Can't take any out. Okay. Never mind that. I mean, I guess you're supposed to try without even killing those guys just to get through, but no way! Look at that, that's ridiculous! And that's not the only one, there's several in there. Right, since I have eidetic memory, I can see where all this stuff is. If I were an assassin, I could do that easily with mist form, but I'm not, so I can't. Oh man, those guys get a lot more threatening when there are several in the room at once! Come up here, come up here. No. Okay. Is that a... Oh no, that's just a Guard Box XL. I thought it was another Guard Box 2000. I shouldn't have hit that! Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Actually doing better here than I expected. That armor's really helping a lot. Did I put on the armor? I did not put on the armor. Never mind. I'm just doing better in here than I thought. I did get a vampire rune, so that definitely helps. Ranger chestplate. Neat. I forget what that one does. I think it's a lot of health, maybe? Or maybe it's mana. I don't know. Are you a mimic? You sure are. Get him, get him, get him! You're also a mimic. Oh, nope. Pyrite first, pyrite first. I know approximately how far they go, so that's why I felt safe turning around right there. Oh! Almost dashed right into it. Gotta be careful with that. Okay, this is actually going way better than I expected it to. Health is full. Awesome. Was that a... No, this is a pyrite. Okay. I'm gonna go down to the bottom of this room right away and attack it from this side. Oh, hey, journal entry. And I'm not dyslexic for once. Awesome. The door to the throne room is driving me mad. Beyond it lies the king's salvation and my reward, but it stands silent in the middle of the castle foyer, taunting me. I've tried pushing it, kicking it, yelling "Open Sesame," but nothing works. There are icons emblazoned into the doors, and one of them looks like a beast I avoided deeper in the castle. Perhaps there's some sort of correlation? I've never seen this room before. Let's try it. This looks fun. Oh, nope, failed. Okay, I see how it is. I can't stop because of the spikes. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not too happy about this situation. Gotta take the pyrite out from here. That is dangerous. I seem to be managing it. Woo! Any second there, that could have gone terribly wrong. Okay. Those arrows can't come to where I am, but go to where they are and get them. Okay. Ooh, icing. Don't hit the doom trits. Oh, no. Good. Got myself out of a pretty bad situation there. Oh, we got a crit. With our 2% chance. So that crit chance up will affect everybody but the shinobi, who still can't ever crit. And will particularly affect the assassin, who gets a bonus to it. And without it, I don't think any class other than the assassin can even do a critical strike at all. Now. Oh. Now. Good. I want that pupil dead. Those guys up top I don't have to worry about. They can't get to me. I can't get to them. Right, I can stay on the inside of his chain. Oops. That pupil, on the other hand, he's a problem. I have no mana. Wait, I have 0? How'd that happen? Was I using my spell? I don't even remember. Alright, let's just leave. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it like this. Yeah, come over here. Yeah. This'll take a while. Oh, well, I don't get that money. Oh, there's... Alright, I'm curious about something. Let's see if this heals me enough for this to be worth it. No, it doesn't. Not even halfway was that. Okay, well now we know. Spikes do more damage than chicken leg heals. That depends on my... Dang it! Wow, that hurt. It depends on my max health and how much potion up I have. Yeah, this is not enough money so far for this to feel like it's worthwhile, having picked the miner. Okay, not the painting boss. Did we already look at this? I'm not going to read this one. Well, I'll sort of speed read it, but I'm not going to read it out loud. Anyway. Oh, that's right, we already took out the Maya boss. I almost forgotten about that. Guardian Helm, that is nice. I would quite like to get that. Ooh, Plantite. Oh, and there's Skeleton Archer up top. Gotta watch out for those. Thankfully, I can see their projectiles as they're coming. So, oh. Good, got him. Okay, we're looking a little better here. Might just survive this. Well, this is a weirdly empty room. Only just this guy? A couple statues? Feels like there should be more in here. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. This is, those pupils, they have to go. Okay, so over here... Feels so dangerous. I've died to these guys before just by running into them. Let's not... I don't want to fight you. You're gonna be really annoying in this tight space. But I guess I have to. Ooh! See? Okay. So that's all for that hero. So what do we get for money? Probably not enough. So an Archmage Dwarf, that's neat. Paladin. Let's re-roll. So instead we get... Ooh, can't choose that unless we want to see what Vertigo's like. I hear it's pretty unplayable. Although a spell sword with Savant is actually pretty cool, because you get a wide variety of spells. I think we're going to go with Sir Grey. Yeah, I like a look at him. And we have enough money for some stuff. Let's check our gear. We got the Guardian Helm, more armor, less health. Interesting. Okay. Ranger chest. Okay, so it's just armor. And okay. Everything's getting so expensive now. I kind of feel like stats are what really need the upgrade, but I want to be able to put on more of this gear, so the stat we probably need to go for is equip up. Is there anything expensive that's worth buying here? Oh man, I could get Death Defy and have exactly 6 gold left, but the whole point of this is to get our basic stats up, so maybe instead of Death Defy, let's go for the basics. Okay, so how about 2 equip ups? Yeah, one of those and one of these. Okay. Still have 496. That's not enough to buy anything, so never mind. Okay. So we have a little more weight capacity now. We can put on some heavier stuff. Ranger Helm looks good. I'm an Archmage, so I like my big mana pool. So Silver Helm would be the thing to have. I can almost unlock it. Maybe there's some cheap gear I haven't gotten yet that would... Oh, 4 short. Here we go. Night Limbs. Cool. They're better, other than the lack of gold bonus, but I think I'm going to go for survivability instead of gold bonus, because ultimately that lets me get more of a profit. Okay. So this is probably a pretty good build. What other spells do we have? So we have Time Stop, Chakram, and Scythe. That's a pretty good selection. Alright, I'm going to call it here. We'll go in with this hero next time, so see you guys then.